Here we go. So on this one, we would first add 87 over. So then what did you get over here? 96. From there, you'd say, now I can complete the square. I always do. B divided by 2 squared, which is negative 20 divided by 2 squared, which is negative 10 squared, which is 100. So we add 100 to both sides of the equation. Way to remember. Now we'll factor that side, correct? So that factors to be, look back in your parentheses, x minus 10 squared equals, you add those up, 196. Then you'd say, okay, this one says solve, so I've got to keep going. I've got to solve for x. So my next step is to get x alone. We'd square root both sides of the equation. Root cancels out with power. X minus 10 equals, good, plus and minus 14. Then we'd split it up. We have x minus 10 equals 14. X minus 10 equals negative 14. Solve for x. So you'd add 10 to both sides. X equals 24 is one of the solutions. We'd add 10. X equals negative 4. Hey, group 1 got their point. And they get to come shoot. Let's just go quick, if you don't mind. I would love for you to come up and do it, yes, but let's just go like super, super quick. Okay, so what's the first thing you do? Add 37, what do we get? Okay, we have p squared minus 14p equals what? Okay, next step. Yeah, you're right. B divided by 2 squared, which is negative 7 squared, which is 49. So we add 49 to both sides. So then over here you factor it. So it factors to be, yep, or p, x, I don't care. You don't have to, it doesn't matter. A variable is a variable. So you wrote x, good enough for me. P minus 7 squared equals, what's that? Add it up. 81, and then from there you square rooted both sides, right? So then you have root cancel out power, p minus 7 equals plus or minus 9. So you have p minus 7 equals 9, p minus 7 equals negative 9. P equals 16, good, x equals 16, and add 7, and equals negative 2. You guys are awesome. Group 1 did get it, but we'll come back to them. You guys got it? Cool. So I'll give you a point, and you can do it as well. Okay, cool. That's good to me. So group 1 comes. So I'm going to remind you of something. This one is different. This one says solve by factoring. So I want to remind you of something. When we have to solve by factoring, the first thing we have to do is get it set equal to 0 and put it in standard form. This is what, hey, pay attention because you're going to miss this on the test. So we're going to solve this one by factoring, it says. So we need to make it equal to 0, so we're going to bring these over. Does that make sense? So we would add 21, add 21. So we would have b squared plus 21 equals 10b. We need it equal to 0, so when we subtract 10b now. We're getting it equal to 0. You have to do that first before you can factor it. Subtract 10b. Now, shouldn't we put it in standard form here? So it should be b squared minus 10b plus 21, and now that equals 0. And now we can solve by factoring. Remember what factoring is? What multiplies to be a times c and adds up to be b. Then you would factor it, set it equal to 0, go. Redeem yourself. If you can't factor, I will not pass you. Ready, set, go. It says solve by factoring. So what's our first step? Get it set equal to 0. Good, go for it. So you'd add 18, so you have x squared plus 9x plus 18 equals 0, right? Then we do a multiple. So a is 1, b is 9, c is 18. So then we do what multiplies to be a times c, what multiplies to be 18 and adds up to be 9. 7 times, no, 6 times 3. So then we would drop and break. So you drop down x squared, you drop down 18, and then you're breaking down your middle term, rewriting it as plus 6x plus 3x. And you group, pull out a x, left is x plus 6, because you divide by x, right? Pull out a 3, divide by 3, left is x plus 6. The safe haven's the same, so you'd factor it out. And then we'd say, yeah.
Yeah, you don't know this one.
I was just doing it for the video. Yeah, you'll have to help him. Okay, so this one, we're to team. Who's problem with that? Oh, we're to you guys. Okay, so it says, solve the equation with the quadratic formula. Before you can solve any quadratic, you have to get it set equal to 0. So let's bring these over. Everybody first step. So I'm going to subtract 35 from both sides. So we have 3n squared minus 35 equals negative 8n. Now I have to bring it over to equal 0, so I'm going to add 8n. Now I have to put it in standard form. That's the most important thing to remember. 3n squared plus 8n minus 35 equals 0. And now I will do the quadratic formula. Yeah, and so you'll sing your little song, and let's write it down. So you'll do x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay. So ready, set, go. Remember, the hardest thing is simplifying it correctly. Okay, so quickly I'm going to go through. So x equals negative 8, that's negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c. And then that's all over 2 times a, so that would be negative 8 plus or minus the square root. You type that into your calculator, you got 484 all over 6. Then from there, you broke down 484 and pulled out groups of 2 if necessary, which isn't that 22 times 22? Everybody? Yeah. And then that's 2 times 11, and that's 2 times 11, so we'll pull out a 2. We'll pull out an 11, won't we? So that's 22. So that became 22. Negative 8 plus or minus 22 all over 6. Because there's no radical and because there's no I, you can combine it. So you'll do negative 8 plus 22 divided by 6. Negative 8 minus 22 divided by 6. What was this one? Negative 8 plus 22 divided by 6. 2.3, or if you change it back to a fraction, it would be 7 thirds, or was it 7 halves? Colby, do you remember, what did we say that fraction was? 7 thirds. And then negative 8 minus 22 divided by 6 was what? Negative 5. Okay, cool. Okay, all right. So the first thing you should do is subtract 5n to make it equal to 0. And make sure you put it in standard form. So it should be, since you're subtracting 5n from both sides, in standard form it would be 4n squared minus 5n minus 21 equals 0, and then you'll do the quadratic formula. Ready, set, go. Do it correctly.
People make like guys. Oh, yeah. There's no conflict.
So you got x is equal to, what are your two answers?
3 and
Awesome. No, this was team, what team? No, wasn't this team 2? Whose was this last one, the quadratic? Oh,
that was 3. Yeah, that's ours.
Okay, perfect. So you should have x equals negative 12 plus or minus the square root of 12 squared minus 4 times 6 times negative 10. And that's all over 2 times 6. So then x is equal to negative 12 plus or minus, what was under the square root? 384. Did you guys get that same thing under the root?
I did.
All over 12. So then from there, you have to go off to the side. Oh, should it be negative 12?
Yeah.
Oh, yep, opposite of b. Okay. Oh, yeah, negative 12. Got it. So now we break down 384 into its factors. What is it factored? 196.
That's not right.
No.
Wait. No, it's
192 times 2, and then that breaks down into
190.
yikes, I don't like this one. Because it's just clear down here. We wouldn't want to double dip. So we cross out that, because we're rewriting them. So pull out groups of 2. 2 times 2 times 2 looks like, right? 2 times 2 times 2 is 8. So we pulled out an 8. And left under was a 3 and a 2. So 8 root 6. So you have x is equal to negative 12 plus or minus 8 root 6 all over 12. And then you'd say all of these divide by 4. So that would be x is equal to, divide that by 4, you get a 3, a 2, and a 3. Negative 3 plus or minus 2 root 6 all over 3. So those of you that had it wrong, I think you had under here wrong. Is that what it was? For you guys? You don't know? Oh, and then did you break down the radical wrong? I'm just trying to figure out where the mistake was. Because you guys had a whole number here. But take your calculator and do the square root of 384.
I had the rhythm.
So middle group, this is yours. Graph it. Everybody graph it though. Do a rough sketch on your paper. Isn't this the one where we just literally plug it into our calculator? Plot points, draw your axis of symmetry. So you're going to just graph the points. Minus. Here's what you do have to remember. Right here you have to type in a negative in the front. And then this right here has to be a minus sign. In between. My window's bad. We're not going to get into that. I'm just going to go into the table. I went second graph. And then I have XY points to graph. So give me the XY points. I'm going to just go like this. This is what you would do on the test. You would make yourself an XY chart and then plug in plenty of values. So maybe negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, for example. The more points, the better. What's negative 4 at? Negative 20? Okay, what's negative 3 at? Negative 10? Negative 2? And negative 1. And 0. And 1. And 2. And 3. Negative 34. Okay, so let's plot these. So we go negative 4 down 20, so it's off the graph. Negative 3 down 10, okay, so it's down here somewhere. And then negative 2 down 1, 2, 3, 4. And then negative 1, negative 2, correct? And then we're going over 0, negative 4. Oh, so then you say, oh, I can see what's happening here. It came up and it's going, it came up and it's going back down, isn't it? So then this is at negative 10 over here. Okay, anyways. So it looks like that. So wouldn't this be my vertex? There's my axis of symmetry then. So then if I asked you what's the vertex, you would say it's at negative 1, negative 2. If I said what's the axis of symmetry, you'd say x equals negative 1. Right? Everybody good with graphing this? Graph the equation. This is the back teams. So what would the shift be, everybody? Good. Yep, right 2, up 1, and then draw it for me. The 1, 3, 5 rule after that. Boom, there's my axis of symmetry then, and then you use the 1, 3, 5 rule. Look in front, it's a 1, so we don't have to do anything, right? 1, 3, 5. And remember, we always go over 1 no matter what, and then we times it to A, but this is 1, so we're good. So you go over 1 up 1, over 1 up 1, 2, 3, over 1 up 5 would take us off the graph, so good enough. Yeah. That's all you gotta do. These ones are the easiest ones. Okay, that's team.